Hello and welcome to tcVision Know How. Today, initial load of a DB2 image copy to Postgres. We have a DB2 table space, which will be transformed into a PostgreSQL schema with corresponding tables. The demo environment consists of a ZOS 2.1 with DB2, Linux, and tcVision. We start with the control board, with the mainframe manager on the left and the Linux system on the right. We added a repository in the Postgres and start with the import of the metadata. We need an input, an output, and a replication. The output target is our Postgres. The data is on the mainframe, so we select the DB2 server and change the manager to the mainframe. Then we select the DB2 subsystem and set the options. In this case, we don't want compression dictionaries, because they're already included in the image copy. We select the table which we want the metadata information for. The output schema changes. It will be called demo. The table name stays the same. A click on Finish completes the import. Of course, this will also be performed as batch from the command line. Looking at the result of the import, we see our input, output, and the links in between, the replication. Here it is a one-to-one replication. Now we create a schema demo in the Postgres that we need to create a table. Of course, the schema is empty so far. We create a table using the recommendation of tcVision. The data types of DB2 are automatically mapped accordingly. We can see a drop, a create, and an alter table for the primary key. So we have created the database requirements and can now create our image copy in the next step. We access the JCL lib where we find the respective job. Choose the image copy job and change the output name. By submitting the job, the image copy is created. Return code for perfect. For this demo, we transfer the image copy to the server via FTP. Of course, this could also be done via tcVision. For example, by opening tcVision as job on the mainframe right after the successful creation of the image copy and initiating the further processing chain. Important about an image copy is the binary transfer. Any kind of translation would destroy the data. The image copy is now on the server and we can start the processing. Processes are defined in processing tasks. Here is an example for such a script task. It shows a bulk transfer with a DB2 image copy. We just have to insert the input details. They could also be transferred as parameter when called from the command line. The output is the SQL loader from Postgres. We prefer a direct loader because it doesn't need data files and is very performant. We enter the connection string, test the connection, and the process is defined. Then we start the transfer. Running tasks are displayed as new symbols in the control board. The process has been completed successfully. We see that we transferred 50,331 records. In the Postgres, we look at the first 100 rows of the file and see what we transferred. Very important at this point is the decompression of compressed table spaces, the unpacking of packed numbers, and the right ABSTIC ASCII translation, including umlauts. What did we see today? We saw that tcVision can process image copies without any problems, of course also on the PC server. And that tcVision always uses the most efficient way to transfer and integrate data depending on the database. Of course, all functions can also be used via batch. Thank you for your attention.